On the line right now, his name is John Wirtz, and we talked about this story yesterday. I lost my... Did you give me paperwork on it, or did I lose it?
No.
Anyway, the story is about a guy that's driving on a motorcycle, and the compartment, the black box is what I guess it's called, came off his motorcycle, and inside a ton of belongings and personal items, and he's offering a reward. So John is the guy who's driving the motorcycle. He's on the line right now. John, thanks for coming on the radio. Good morning.
Oh, thank you, sir, for inviting me.
All right, so tell us where you were, where you went, and if there's been any developments in this.
Yeah, I decided to go out for a bike ride on Saturday morning early, and I hadn't had the motorcycle out all year. So I went towards Rome to, which would have been from Coldbrook, New York, down Route 8, and then out 49 towards Rome. And when I arrived there, I turned around and came back, and somewhere around Kavanaugh Road to Coldbrook, New York, when I pulled into Coldbrook, a neighbor and I owed some money to, I wanted to stop off because I hadn't seen him. He plowed my driveway all winter, and I put a bunch of money in there. So I stopped in, I looked, the box was gone, to make a long story short. I turned right around and started looking for it. And what's developed further, though, is my daughter was able to trace my motorcycle trip and my phone when it last pinged, and it was found located very close in the field near my house, which is some place I didn't drive by.
So you found it? You found the box?
No. I just found the location it was last at.
I see.
We searched and didn't find anything.
Yeah, because your phone was probably in the box as well.
Yes, it was. Yes,
and
it
now,
was.
and
That's
now,
what brought her to look for me.
And now the phone has gone dead.
The phone has been gone dead or shut off.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I hate to say, in that area, which I travel quite a bit, cell coverage can be spotty too.
Yeah, I walked the entire distance twice, up one side of the road and down the other.
Wow.
With my wife following me for 2 days, and I found all kinds of things, even somebody else's license I turned into the police.
Wow.
Yeah, hoping that maybe a little bit of that karma will turn around for you.
Yeah, well, things are good. These are just things that are lost. I mean, the personal things that were related to my grandson, who unfortunately died at 4 years old 2 years ago. And some of the stuff I kept always with me, and I threw it in that box from my pocket. But
so this is this stuff. Whatever is in that box means a great deal to you.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of money there, which I don't care about. But all my personal belongings, my credit cards, my license, everything.
Boy. So somewhere between Coldbrook and the last location you ended up was where?
The last time I saw the box on the back of my motorcycle was right there by Kavanaugh Road on Route 49.
Okay, all right. So somewhere between Coldbrook and Kavanaugh Road. So obviously, and you say you've walked the route. So either it fell off and somebody picked it up, or it fell off. That's the weirdest thing when you lose something. You never know how things fall, right? I mean, they could roll into a culvert. You wouldn't even
Especially if you're going a good stretch of speed,
Yeah, and it had a bright yellow coat, one of those coats you see the people on highways with.
But hang on.
In the back.
Yeah.
Am I understanding this right? What you're saying is when you mention that field that you didn't drive by or you weren't near, the fact that it pinged in that field probably means somebody's already retrieved your belongings.
Oh.
You're just trying to get them back. Am I right about that?
Yeah, I truly believe someone retrieved my belongings and then discarded the phone up in that field because there were so many paths and four-wheel trails up there. We just couldn't come close to seeing it. High grass.
See, I didn't catch that. I'm glad you caught that. So the field where it pinged, you hadn't been there. Wow.
Yeah, it was across the street from where I turned right.
Okay. So there's somebody out there that found this thing, took the cash. And the sad part is, take the cash, right? Take the cash, put stuff in a package, take the license plate, or the address on the driver's license or whatever inside, and mail the stuff back to you.
Well, that would be great.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that that you went through this, but maybe something will pop up and turn up. So if you're listening and you're in that area, or maybe somebody knows somebody, boy, it's such a needle in a haystack. The sad part. But chances are it falls off your bike. Chances are it's lying right there on the road or the side of the road. Somebody saw it, they picked it up. So.
Well, Bill, I appreciate the fact that there's so many people out there that have tried to help me.
Yeah.
And I realize that these things are not the most important thing in the world. They seem to be at the time, but I don't have them now, and I'm still getting along good.
Yeah, you're still
trying to help me.
You're still. And then one other quick thing. Have you checked with the cell phone company to see if someone has made a phone call?
Yes. They gave me as much information as they could.
Okay.
No one's used the phone.
No one has used the phone. Okay.
Correct.
Because I got to tell you, I know that at least with an iPhone, you can't even sell those. You can't.
Right, especially if they're password protected.
Yeah,
good
even
luck.
if it isn't password protected, it's registered to him. He would have to release it before someone could put new cell service on the phone to begin with. So, all right. Well, maybe, John, that everybody talking about this and Facebook and what your daughter's doing. Maybe it gets to the right person and someone has the conscience to do the right thing.
Well, thank you so much for this time, and I certainly appreciate it.
All right, John. Thanks for taking the time. And if something does pop up, please let us know, okay?
Oh, I definitely will.
Awesome. Thank you. Boy, so that part of it, I thought it was an area that when he said he hadn't driven by that field, that was an area that he didn't retrace his tracks. But no, he had never driven by that field.
Yeah, or it wasn't necessarily on the route.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like somebody probably picked it up, went through it, took what they wanted, and then tossed the container into that field. And he's like you said, there's high grass and there's all the stuff. So he did. It sounds like they went through and didn't see it, but it could be in the high grass.
Yeah. What radio can do and what communication can do, whether it's Facebook or TV or radio or anything like that, is always kind of interesting. I ran into the guy recently who, remember, he lost his wedding ring. And everybody went crazy all of a sudden.
Metal detector.
And figured out a way to get him a metal detector.
Right.
And through that metal detector, he found his phone. I think I saw him at the liquor store. We were both celebrating. It was exciting.
He found his phone or his ring?
He found the ring.
The ring.
It was the ring that was missing. So that was a whole bunch of people that were just listening and were like, "Wow, let's help him out." And
he had like 4 offers for metal detectors.
Yeah. To use, not even to buy, but to use. So it shows you we deal with a lot of good people out there, and then there's Dave Gordon. So you make the comparison any way you like. I have to tell you that if you go through Litchfield, so from Washington Mills, you can take that trek down, and then you'll get into Litchfield.
Okay.
And the stone quarry is over there. If you take a left-hand turn and then you go work your way back, I used to live up on top of Vickerman Hill, south of Mohawk. And when I was a kid, I was a wedding DJ, and I had a pickup truck. Loved that truck. Nice little truck filled with my DJ equipment. One night after working at, I believe it was Roselawn, I packed up my gear. And that used to be a 1-lane road all the way from Cedarville all the way down through over to Litchfield before it picked up whatever that route is that comes out of Washington Mills. It used to be a 1-lane road.
Okay.
And then they decided they were going to put in a 2-lane highway there, which is what it currently is today. So back then the construction was going on, and I took that route home. It was all dirt road and gravel and bumps, and when I got home, the tailgate had popped open on my pickup truck, and a whole bunch of equipment, my DJ equipment, had fallen out of the vehicle. I lost an amplifier. At the time I was playing records, so I lost records. They were all in cases, but I lost a wireless mic, a whole bunch of equipment. And the next morning I went back through and I retraced my tracks, and nothing. Not to be found anywhere. I mean, there's no way it'd be one thing. One box falls out and it continues to roll. It's like a cartoon you'd be watching or something. It just rolls and rolls. But, it was like 3 or 4 things that fell out.
Yeah.
Somebody found that stuff, picked it up, and it was never to be returned.
Yeah.
So I lost all that stuff. But he's right. You know what? The only thing probably that is he can't replace is his grandson's photos.
So
That's
awful.
pretty sad right there.